Good evening, America, and all the ships at sea. I'm hoping that Walter Winchell is not going to sue me from the grave for stealing his line. But hey, how are you all? Welcome to Bollocks this evening. And Blake, where are we?
We are in the Bozard Ford Studio.
How do you like that reverb? There you go. Thank you, my Vanna.
Ow, I accidentally hit my funny bone. Dang it.
Well, we're a funny show. Don't you doubt it.
We are. Definitely a funny show.
And it's time for me to tell you a little bit about Bozard Ford, our fabulous sponsor. Bozard Ford Lincoln in St. Augustine has their goal to make sure your time and experience buying a car is stress-free, fun, and enjoyable. Bozard is a family-owned Ford dealership that has been in business since 1949. That's a long time. Bozard Ford Lincoln is the recipient of numerous dealer awards, including being ranked #1 automotive dealership in the nation by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford also has won back-to-back President's Awards, which is the highest honor given by Ford Motor Company. Check them out today online at bozardford.com. And don't forget that big bow when you buy somebody a car.
All right. When quality matters, trust A.D. Davis Construction. North Florida's expert in high-end homes, commercial builds and renovations, and historic restorations. With over 71 years of experience and history, their dedicated team delivers craftsmanship you can count on and relationships built on trust. They don't just build buildings, they build confidence with integrity, performance, and results that keep over 85% of their clients coming back. From concept to completion, choose A.D. Davis Construction, where your vision meets their legacy of excellence.
All righty. If you're on the Bayfront and you're looking for someplace lovely to eat while you're enjoying the lights, eat, drink, and be Irish at Meehan's Irish Pub and Seafood House, right on the waterfront in downtown St. Augustine. Whether you're craving classic corned beef and cabbage, fresh seafood from the Raw Bar, or their famous bangers and mash, Meehan's is where locals and visitors feel right at home. Grab a pint in their cozy Irish pub, unwind upstairs at Chinese Oyster Bar with stunning views of the Matanzas River, or kick back in the backyard with tropical vibes and a Caribbean-inspired menu. The pints are cold, the food's unforgettable, and the welcome is always warm, only at Meehan's. And that's where we will be spending, Julie and I, our 10th consecutive Christmas Eve at the Oyster Bar at Meehan's. It is a Remo family tradition. All righty. And,
all right, Lenny. So what other fine partners do we have?
We've got a great corral of people that support us here, and we support them. So that two-way street is very wonderful. We have A to Z Woofing and A to Z Woofing and their dogs. A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing. Anastasia and Moultrie Creek Diner. Try the pancakes. They're as big as a hubcap. Mr. Electric, Bozard Ford, we've mentioned, Brightway Insurance, St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, Yo-Ho-Ho, Solar Stick, Abear Kresge and Associates, Powell Heating and Air, Meehan's, A.D. Davis Construction, St. Augustine Distillery, and Citygate Spirits. They take care of us, and we would like you to help us take care of them. You go in, mention Bollocks sent you.
All right, thank you, Lenny. I can take the reads for you right here.
You got it.
But why I'm placing the reads away? Would you like to tell the people how you are doing on this fine Thursday evening?
Well, I'm catching up to myself because I was a little tired. You know, we had a vigorous game of trivia last night where, believe it or not, we got one wrong in the first half, we got one wrong in the second half, one wrong in the middle question, and we got the last question wrong, but that was neither here nor there. We ended up in, like, I don't know, 6th place or something. 3 wrong questions, and then we were out. And this was another week where it's not that we didn't make wrong we just didn't know some of those answers. So it happens, but it was delightful. The pizza I had at Amici's was delicious.
Yeah.
Blake, you and Aiden did a fabulous job.
Thank you,
as always. People came up asking where the old guy was, and the old guy wasn't there, so you did it without your dad.
No. He participated in the first half of Old Town Drawley Nights of Lights judging for all the pretty buildings down in downtown St. Augustine. So so he was officially one of the main dignitaries there, along with like Pam and Clay Murphy, Kim Kendall. I believe Davey was there as well. So a lot of great dignitaries judging the buildings.
Nice.
But I believe it is the first half of judging because the second half goes to the visitors, to the fans of the buildings to vote on.
Please fill out your comment cards.
Yep, right. Indeed.
Okay.
All right, Lenny. So my dad didn't do the whiskey advent calendar.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
So I believe it's only nice to possibly do. I believe we should do number 21, Lenny.
Let's see what we have in there. I like whiskey. I know you're not a drinker, but you know I've had my moments with the bottle. Aha!
What do we have in the bottle?
We have a double header.
Oh, nice.
So I hope when they open 23 and 24, we have Angel's Envy,
Okay.
which is very nice. Angel's Envy is a little bit of the spirits that's left after the evaporation,
Okay.
and that's the good stuff. It's a little higher in proof. And Old Forester 100 proof.
Oh,
We
jeez.
got some good stuff there.
All right.
All righty.
All right. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, Lenny. So we'll be opening the rest of the 4 days tomorrow morning, and we hope that you're here in the morning.
I'm planning on it. I've got some things lined up. We'll see what happens. It's, I figure the best way for me to make sure I'm going to be here in the morning is just stay up.
Yeah. So tomorrow on the Storm, we'll be doing like a recap of 2025. Talk about like the best things, the worst things that happened in 2025, and plus we'll be giving out a few awards as well, including the Person of the Year, Business of the Year, Nonprofit of the Year. We also have Story of the Year and Now for Now Moment of the Year. So all four of us will be here on the Storyline. So please make sure you watch us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
I hear there's going to be a tie for best co-host between me and Amanda. It was a dead heat. We tied.
I definitely know I'm going to finish last. So
Well, you're the acknowledged producer director.
indeed I am, Lenny. So while you hang up the little bottles of whiskey for Amanda, we really appreciate it, Lenny. Also might need to be a little bit spaced out for tomorrow. I do want to talk about something real quick that happened in my favorite sport, NASCAR, right now. Because earlier this morning we heard that there was a planes crash in Statesville, North Carolina, and we understood that it was a Cessna 550 that was owned by former NASCAR driver Greg Biffle. And we officially got the confirmation just now that Greg Biffle and his wife and his two kids were in the plane. Unfortunately, all 6 of the people that were in the plane have died.
Yeah,
I know it's
a tragedy.
It really is a tragedy, super tragic. Like Greg Biffle, he was the 2000 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion, 2002 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion, had 19 career wins. Mainly in the Roush number 16 car. He also had 56 total career wins in the top 3 series of NASCAR. He was named to NASCAR's top 75 drivers in 2023. Just super tragic, and plus also knowing that he also was one of the main forces behind the Hurricane Helene efforts and rescues. And when North Carolina was just devastated by it. So and also there was someone that I met as well when my dad and I and Scott Legacy Jr. were at Bristol Motor Speedway in the pedestrian tunnel. One of the few drivers, the drivers I met down there were Casey Kane, Jeff Burton, and Greg Biffle, and it's just super tragic to hear what has happened. So right now, the FAA and NTSB are investigating this right now. So we're not sure if it was like a pilot error or engine failure, but we'll hear what happened. But just super tragic as well.
And we here at the 904 now would like to extend our condolences to Mr. Biffle and his family.
Yeah.
Ugh, what a shame.
It's just hug your kids, hug your family, talk to your friends, just say hi.
Right. Appreciate the people in your life because,
Yeah.
there's wacky stuff that happens.
It is indeed. Super tragic. So, but thoughts go out to them. So, all right.
Let's see if we can't cheer this up a little bit there, Blake.
Indeed, Lenny. So do you want to start talking about topics, or you want to talk about what is behind me?
Oh, I think we should do door number 1 right there because, everybody else is going to be jealous.
All
Because
right.
I'm trying to lure you over to the teal side from the dark side.
All right, Lenny. Let's see what we got over here. Did I informally take the? So what's the etiquette normally with gift bags? So I start taking the paper out, or
I think the paper should be wrapped around it. You can just reach right in there and glom what you got.
All right, let's see what we got. Go on camera 2.
And then feel free to reuse it.
Thank you, Lenny. All right, looks like we do have a hoodie here, a Jacksonville Jaguars hoodie, Lenny. Appreciate it.
Hey, there's a brief moment where you were unhappy with the Pittsburgh Steelers and you said you might want to become a Jaguar fan, and I said I can help you on that road to style.
I'm to be honestly, I'm not really sure how my mom will feel about this. Knowing that.
Sorry, Gina.
No, I really do appreciate it, Lane. Thank you so much. It really is nice. I really do. Thank you so much.
Well, next time we go to a game, you'll be able to dress well as you did on Sunday.
Yeah, thank you. And once again, it was a fantastic time at the game.
Oh, my goodness.
And thank you again to Mike at Anastasia Construction Group.
Yep.
A phenomenal experience in the Terrace Suites as well.
Yeah, that was a great time, great game. And I read an article today that said, everybody thought that Trevor Lawrence was going to be a great quarterback. It took him until last Sunday to prove it to anybody, including himself. Yeah. So let's see what he does this week, because this is a much tougher game in tougher conditions.
Definitely. So.
Outside in Denver in December. And the emphasis is on the brr. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll see. But I got faith in those kids.
Indeed, Lenny. So, all right. So we have two topics in the title today. We have international traditions, but I want to start with the thing that you are seeing right here. A nice little Red Bull Racing Lego model.
Okay. Well, I did a little poking around on Lego, which, by the way, should you know or ever comes up in trivia questions or in conversation, Lego is Danish for play well. It's a combination of leg got, Leggodt, which is Danish for play well, which is where it came from. And when it started in 1932, the Danish carpenter Ole Kirk Christensen was making wooden toys. He morphed into 1949 using plastic. He got an extrusion molder that he could use plastic to form plastic. And he made automatic binding bricks, which are what we come to know as the first iteration of Legos. They were patented in 1958 after he changed it when they started using the hollow tubes, which made for better structure. So everybody knows the Lego with the square blocks that have the raised pieces and then the hollows on the bottom. And apparently that gave it much greater structure, because now you can build almost anything out of Legos. And if you go down the aisle in a Target, a toy store, a Walmart, even some Walgreens and CVS's, there's Legos a-poppin'. I think Target has 2 full aisles of Legos, and I think Walmart has 2 full aisles of Legos. The variety is amazing, and so are the prices if you look into some of that stuff. I mean, you can get small Lego sets and for children 3 to 7, but there's adult-oriented Legos that are very, very involved, and pretty much anything. They do huge floral arrangements. They do bonsai. The Death Star, they do the Death Star from Star Wars for a mere $999, and it's on back order. Don't get excited. You can have it delivered after Christmas should you need, but it is out there. But there's a Lego Trevi fountain. There's a Lego family-style Christmas tree. You name it, they'll make it out of Legos, and it's probably on a shelf someplace. But what's interesting, too, is Legos being such a hot commodity in the country today and being such a high-value item in some of the sets, they're also a target for criminals. And there are crime rings across the country that are going into the Walmarts and the Targets and just stealing Legos. They caught a man in Santa Rosa, California. He organized a Lego theft ring, and he got clinked up for it. They caught him. And he was weird. He was a little kinky in the fact that they walked into his house, and it wasn't just necessarily boxes of stolen Lego sets that were still, shrink wrapped in their packaging. He had them all opened. He had them lined up. He had the heads popped off of the figurines, and he had them lined up by facial expressions. It was really kind of, I think they need to do a little deep dive on his psychology, because that was really bizarre. And then there was another one. That guy got arrested in October of 25. There was another crime ring that was in North Texas, basically the Dallas-Fort Worth area. These guys were arrested with over $400,000 of Legos in their possession. Now, these guys just kept closed sets because they would take them and they would resell them. But their scheme was they would buy inexpensive Lego items, the $12 or $20 sets, leave the store, send somebody back in with the receipt that was altered, have them pick up an expensive high-end Lego set, and just walk out of the store. If they were confronted or questioned, they would take out their altered receipt and said, "Oh no, I already bought my Lego. This is my receipt for it. I'm just leaving now."
Mhm.
It worked until it didn't, because they got arrested for that, and that is, some serious grand larceny, man.
It is.
So that's just too bad. But they're fascinating. We give my nephew a floral Lego set every year, which he does. He started like you, with building cars, Lego cars, racing cars, and Lego Mustangs and things of that nature. And now he's into the flora of it all, and he's done some beautiful pieces, my nephew Brian. We're very proud of his stick-to-itiveness and his ingenuity in able to build these things, because some of them give you options. You could change the way those floral arrangements are. So it's a lot of being able to personalize them as well. And I'm not positive, but and I don't think he's listening to the show, which is good, because I don't want to spill the beans, but I don't know that he doesn't have another one under the tree right now. So we'll find out when I get home if I misspoke.
All right. Yeah, so so when I was growing up, I wasn't like a huge like Lego guy. Myself, so I wasn't like the type of like person to like build stuff, but like the last 2 years, I got in the Flagler women's soccer head coach, Coach Martin.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got him last year a replica of the McLaren MP4 -4 that the Ayrton Senna won his first, the most dominant F1 car of all time, and also as Senna was one of his favorite F1 drivers of all time.
Mm-hmm.
This year, Lego came out with a new iconic F1 car, with Coach Martin's actual favorite F1 driver, Nigel Mansell from England. So I actually surprised him today with the new Lego set.
See, that's what's great about Lego. They stay current.
Yeah.
At some point in time, some of these things are going to be, well, I mean, a lot of them already are collector's items, but when they get phased out and replace it, ooh, that's pretty snazzy.
Oh yeah.
When you get a new contemporary Lego and they're staying up on it,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of pop culture things in the Lego sets, but I'm looking at one here. There's a Jurassic World Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it looks like, a Tyrannosaurus, and then we're not talking the live one, we're talking the skeleton. So it's 3.5 feet long from nose to tail, this Lego set. This is no small piece, and if you got a shelf, you're gonna have to clear off a couple of books out of your way to deal with this one, and it's fabulous. It reminds me of when we were in Chicago in the fall, that we went to the Field Museum and we met Sue. Sue is the big famous Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton that they have there, and that was really very impressive. And this looks just like Sue. 3.5 foot tall Lego set. Go figure.
Yeah. And geez, I like going to the website, like just seeing okay, like which person would like this a lot, and I think I saw something that I think my dad would love it, if would love me forever if I got him this.
I'm gonna let you in on a little something. He's gonna love you forever, even if you don't get him that.
Oh yeah, true.
All right.
True. I understand, but
okay.
But dude, that is his favorite car of all time.
All right, let me see.
The
yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
If you're getting it for him, I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just keep that as a surprise. But they have a wild animals series with a panda family. Why stop at one when you can have a whole panda family? And they're gnawing on bamboo, which is really pretty interesting. But you can also choose from panda, an orca, or penguins. And not to be outdone, I mentioned pop culture. They have a gremlin. They have a Gizmo, the star of the movie Gremlins. So that's a Lego product you can make as well. It's fascinating how varied they really are. Harry Potter, Diagon Alley. And this is the interesting one. No need for water, but they have a Lego tropical aquarium. So that's really interesting. And this one just came out this November. So they're constantly rolling out new Lego sets everywhere. So that's really pretty fascinating what they do. And here's a simple one. This is the classic Philadelphia love sign. It's LO on top of VE. That's in a park in Philadelphia. I actually saw that years and years ago. which is pretty neat as well. So yeah, there is tons of Legos to pick and choose from.
I'm now realizing I'm starting to realize I need to stop right now because otherwise I might be addicted myself.
Well, you need to have a lot of room because especially when we said, the Jurassic T-Rex is 3.5 feet long. Holy cow. Get out your yardstick and it's bigger than that. And Bobby's thinking. He said, take the Legos, spread them out on the floor nightly as an anti-burglar booby trap. We were talking that earlier, man. You step on a Lego once, you never forget stepping on a Lego.
I need to get a pay raise,
barefoot. Man. You need to get a pay raise? Well, let's see if we can't talk to your father.
No.
Why not?
Don't say that.
You just did on air. He should be phoning in right about now. But yeah, it's fascinating. And they opened the first Legoland in Denmark in 1968. 1978, they added mini figures with movable arms and legs. There are movies. Lego movies do very, very well at the box office now.
Yeah.
And voice artists do very well representing the Lego characters. And to finish up on Legos, there was, and I'm still trying to figure out this whole Bionicle thing. Bionicle.
Bionicle.
Bionicle. Bionicle.
Yep. All right.
Is a you got it?
Yeah. So I have like the I have like the mask that you want me to find that's like the world record for like the most expensive Lego piece of all time.
Right. Which was interesting. Lego came out with this Bionicle series, which was a bunch of masks that were in some fashion related to Maori culture from New Zealand. And they made a series of masks, and each mask it was sort of like the ring from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so basically the Bionicle series is basically like the Lego version of like the action figure. So it's basically the Legos tell like a story that way, find it. So So I believe the mask that you want me to pull up was the Bionicle Mao, which was a golden mask. H-A-U, yeah, how? Yeah. And just seeing, okay, so I'll try to flip it around. So this is what the mask looks like here. And it's a Lego-sized piece. It's not a big piece. And but apparently it was like covering like 14 karat gold. Correct. It's 14 karat gold piece. They made 30 of them. They gave a bunch to some of their consumers. And then the rest of them went to people that worked for Lego. Yeah. And one of them ended up in a mixed box of jewelry at a Goodwill in Dubois, Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania. And somebody's roaming around in it, found it, and they said, oh, this is interesting. And somebody said, I'll give you $1,000 for that right now, which piqued their interest. And they said, not so fast. So they put it up for auction, and it went at knockdown for $33,000. And the person couldn't come up with the funds to consummate the deal. So they re-auctioned it up, and they ended up selling it for $18,000 and used that $18,000 to continue to support the work of Goodwill Industries. So that was very nice of them. And that was just happenstance. So that's the, just look through your Legos. If you got a golden Howe mask, Bionicle Howe mask, you're in business. Oh, yeah. So. Jeez, let's see. All right, so let me see what other people have like designed on the Lego subreddit. Like, because not only like the sets are there, but also people like to build like a lot of like other stuff as well. Like we were just like the blank Legos. Right. So use your own creativity. Oh yeah. So it looks like someone. I'm looking at the Lego subreddit. Someone built the Roman Colosseum, but someone was occupied in it. Let's see what else we got. Is there a cat living in it? Yeah, a cat's now living in it, and someone made a Millennium Falcon. Oh yeah. But using the parts from the Lego Simba set. Interesting. It's like creative. Yeah. That's definitely thinking out of the box. Like, I wonder if someone made like the USS Enterprise with a Barbie set. Wow. There's a couple of different choices in the Lego Coliseum series,
Mhm.
Which you can get one at Walmart for $1,600, or you can get one at AliExpress, and I don't necessarily know that one is $138, so I'm not quite sure what the distinction is, and I would be free shipping, so I'm a little concerned about that one. But Neuschwanstein Castle, which is the model for Cinderella's castle at Disneyland in Disney World, they have a beautiful Lego set of that as well.
Mhm.
The Eiffel Tower, the Titanic. Hope this one floats better. They do some fabulous, fabulous stuff. And when you're all said and done, they look just like what they're supposed to be. Very interesting. Oh, we got Notre Dame post-fire. Nice. All right.
Dude, dang it, Lenny! I'm now addicted. Shit.
Sorry, Blake.
You're gonna see me at Target tomorrow. I don't care what my credit card says. I am buying everything.
All right, let's get you out of that and let's get away from Legos, and I'll save you from this, and let's talk about international Christmas traditions. How's
All right,
that?
good.
We're done with Legos. I'm gonna clear it off of
Good.
here.
I'm moving this away.
Okay, gonna clear it off of here, and that's it. We're done with Legos for the day.
Yeah.
All right. But you know, every family has their own Christmas traditions. And internationally, there's a lot of international cultures that deal with Christmas differently than we do. And some of them are really interesting and some of them are really tasty. And a few of them are not as spooky as you think they might be. But we've got a couple from Mexico. We've got Poland, Ukraine, Costa Rica, and the topical Venezuela even.
Mm-hmm.
So in Mexico, everybody knows a piñata at a quinceañera or at a young child's birthday. You blindfold somebody, and it's a more violent version of pin the tail on the donkey, unless of course that person with the pin misses and pins the tail on Aunt Mabel, and she goes yo. But they do Christmas piñatas, usually in the form of a 7-pointed star symbolizing the 7 deadly sins, and they're to be broken with a stick to represent faith in God. So that's the Mexican tradition there. And they're filled with treats like candy, fruit, and peanuts. So that's the Mexican Christmas piñata. Norway, they're a little bit more proactive to keep things on the up and up, because in Norway, on Christmas night, they hide all the mops and brooms because they don't want evil spirits or witches coming in the house, grabbing a mop or a broom and being able to fly around. So they stash them so that the evil spirits cannot use them for transportation. Okay. Japan, we've talked about this a couple times recently. It's KFC, baby, all the way. You know, it's interesting. I don't know if their original recipe are extra crispy. That never came up in my research. But they have, what we call buckets, they call barrels. And they do Christmas party barrels, which includes a salad, cake, and all the chicken you could wish for.
Yeah. And
now I'm craving Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know why.
So it looks like it might look the same, but according to this, KFC's breading is often different because Japan uses potato starch for a smoother, light, crisper coating with a solid citrus note compared to US's flour based crust. Right. So there's a difference right there. Yeah. But I will say, the best KFC I ever had was in Zimbabwe, actually.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was definitely interesting to be because they used to try like different types of Coke, and Coke US tastes different than Coke Mexico. Sure. Coke South Africa tastes different than Coke Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So which is interesting also, and actually most of the people so surprisingly a lot of people don't know about like the true origin story of KFC because remember when we told the taxi driver that when we were in Zimbabwe, hey, we want to stop at the KFC. It was like, oh yeah, KFC. It was like, yeah, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I was like, you want excuse me, sir? It was like, oh yeah. So we had to explain like Colonel Sanders, Kentucky,
Harlan Sanders. Did you get? Obviously, he got there. If it's the best KFC you've ever had.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good chicken. Like it was really great. Like super nice, super great. And actually, they also serve Coke products there at because here in the States they serve it with Pepsi. Oh, but they have a Coke with your 3-piece chicken.
Nice. Okay.
It was interesting.
I like that. We'll move over to Germany. He's got a couple of ones. Germany celebrates a lot of things on St. Nicholas Day, which is December 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And the children leave their shoes out. And if you're a good child, you'll wake up in the morning and find candy and fruit in your shoes. And if you're a bad child, you'll get sticks and twigs.
Mm.
So we got another one for you that started in Germany but took off from there. So it's the Christmas pickle ornament. People will hide a Christmas pickle ornament deep into their Christmas tree, and somebody who finds it will get a bonus gift and good fortune for the upcoming year.
Mm.
So that's interesting. And Iceland, this is a very interesting one as well, and I knew about this for a while. Iceland, on Christmas Eve, families exchange books, and then just pull up a chair by the fireplace, and they all read the books that they just exchanged for Christmas. I think that's a good way to spend some quality family time. This is interesting. Fruitcake, the gift that keeps on haunting or becomes a doorstop for a lot of people because it is relatively indestructible. And when you look at the etymology of fruitcake, it makes sense. Fruitcake started in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
And it was used as food for the afterlife. So that really is interesting and explains an awful lot about the density and the staying power of an individual fruitcake. That's also the gift that keeps on giving, because if you get a fruitcake, you try to pawn it off on somebody else. But occasionally, you know what? A piece of fruitcake isn't all that bad. We'll move over to Poland. Christmas Eve. This is a tricky one. Nobody in Poland can sit down for Christmas dinner until somebody sees the first star of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're on. Take out the bibs and get going. This is an interesting one, and I wish them only the happiest and safest and quietest Christmases they've had in 4 years. In the Ukraine, they do a 12-course dinner for Christmas based on the 12 apostles.
Mm-hmm.
And each dish is themed toward the apostle. So, I don't know that Judas's dish will be very tasty. Then we come back to Mexico. This is interesting. In Oaxaca, on December 23rd, it's Christmas radish situation. And they'll carve nativity scenes and things on their radishes there. And they'll get big ones. And that's what they'll do in Mexico. And they'll exchange carved radishes. Go figure.
Mm. Yeah. So wow.
Right.
It's definitely an interesting to see like woo.
Lake Take Two.
I know. So
Bring it
yeah,
on.
yeah. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah. So the thing really for listing off all those great traditions around the world, like it's definitely interesting to see like what's happening around the world. So but I do want to know what's like one tradition that they want to be remembered for the most.
That I want to be remembered for?
Like
peace on earth and goodwill toward people.
All right.
Keep trying.
Well, yeah, true, but what's like one tradition that they want to like start like right now that people should follow? If anyone's listening, like what's like one tradition that we should like think up here on the spot?
Give to the less fortunate. You know, if you have any abundance that you can spare, donate cash, product, food to a organization a reputable organization that will share it to those in need. Whether it's a food bank, whether it's a group like Pie in the Sky that will deliver groceries and cleaning supplies to housebound seniors, whether it's someplace like Home Again St. John's or Dining with Dignity. Church food pantries are great. Anything like that, you know, and it can be as simple as a wrapped or unwrapped toy for Toys for Tots. U.S. Marine Corps has been doing that for generations, collecting toys and giving them to children who may not get a gift at Christmas. And there's nothing more wonderful than seeing a child's eyes light up when they've been given a gift, especially if they haven't expected that was going to happen. So, you know, it's just, you know, it's trite to say it's better to give than to receive, but I wholeheartedly endorse that. I am more happy giving Christmas gifts than getting them. I mean, mostly because I'm a pill and it's tough to buy me a gift, you know. But yeah, I think that's the best tradition anybody can start. If you have young children, now is the time to teach them the art of charity. And I think that's a good way to spend time creating family traditions and to pass on a legacy and to let everybody know that though we may be fortunate in our lives and safe in our homes, there are people that are not. And it's important that people understand that.
All right. Thank you, Lenny. Thank
Sure.
you. Really appreciate it. So this is our last like live show of the year. Next 2 weeks we'll be having best ofs Monday through Thursday. But I know there's gonna be a lot of like reflection with the 904 now when we get to our show on Friday.
Right.
But I do gotta ask you though, like, because like at the start of the year we were just doing like the once a week Thursday shows.
Right.
Then like all of a sudden joining us full time for like Monday through Thursdays on the evening show.
Yeah.
That's just
became a job.
I know. It's shocking. Became my full time job as well.
There you go. Well, good for us.
Yeah, so let's just spend like the 20 minutes, 22 minutes like here. Let's just talk about like reflecting about like what's like obviously we had no idea that like all this was going to like change because from start of the year we had Pete, Davey, my dad on the morning show, Mike and Amanda was doing evening show. We were just doing our own thing on Thursdays
with
and
them, and then right, yeah.
And like all of a sudden here we are, but just everything everything just looks completely different. Like what were you expecting going into like 2025 and like reflecting now, like what do you think right now?
Well, I think that since your dad bought the station from Pete, there's been an evolution, and I think there's going to be continued evolution because not afraid to try things here at the 904 now. Branching out. You're doing a great job producing, directing, and doing live feeds now. We're getting out there and doing some live feeds on location reporting, which is really good. I think we're getting pretty good at being timely for important things. And, the morning show is all about getting people to work safely and letting them know if the weather's going to be aight. And, we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But I think that there's more growth ahead for the 904 now. It's very exciting. I am delighted to be involved with this. I really do. Every now and again somebody says, "Hey, you're the 904 now." I said, No, I'm just a co-host. But yeah, I enjoy it very, very much.
Yeah, so it was definitely like just seeing like how much we have grown from when my dad officially made an announcement of the purchase on like April, like to like all of a sudden to where we are right now is like incredible. Like because it took all of us to be a part of it, like not only like my dad and I, but we have my dad, myself, Amanda, you. We also have Rebecca. We also have a lot of people there. We also have Joshua. We had Aiden doing helping out with the cameras and the Ernest
football game,
with the football game. We also had James Casey and Coach Lee for WFOY helping us out with the football games. And just being a part of that is just like leaving Flagler, like knowing like in March that I had a feeling I was going to leave Flagler because it was devastating, but like unsure of like what I was going to do in St. Augustine, to like knowing now like I had like this is the company that I want to work for.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
We also have to acknowledge the support we get, not only from our advertisers, because we discuss how fortunately we are to have their support every day, but also the people that are our viewers and our listeners.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got some really loyal ones. And Barbara Jean, consider yourself hugged.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Barbara Jean wanted to start a tradition of making sure that people would hug each other and care about each other.
And like definitely like a lot of like supporters as well. Like the big one, Letty Bozar and Bo Bozar and the family over at Bozar Ford Lincoln. They have just been like phenomenal. They were like our biggest supporters during this transition, and we wanted to honor them with the Bozar Ford Studio for the morning for the story and the bollocks this evening.
Yep.
But also a lot of great folks like like I can name off like all the sponsors right now, but there's a lot that we can thank. Like the sponsors on a sheet down here, the sponsors that we read off
Mm-hmm.
for like 30 seconds. The sponsors that you see in the lower left corner here, they have all been a part of this fantastic network. Every single one of them has said we trust the 904 now. We because we know how important the 904 now is for the St. Johns County community.
And look, if you want to join that roster of very, very wonderful St. Augustine-oriented organizations, companies, restaurants, businesses, we can probably squeeze you in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, once you pass the vetting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, 100%. Yeah. So, and plus, like one thing that I really want to reflect on, like that I want to do the most with this network is try to branch out, like just get out of like the 904 comfort zone, like because we can just easily do like the four stories on the story them to talk about like funny stuff that happened on Bollocks, and then I do like the occasional press conference at Sheriff Harwick's.
Right.
But I want to do like the big like what's like something that's reasonable for our network that we can do to get our name out there. Like doing the Christmas parade helps. Like going to like the Old Town Trolley events, showing that we are part of the 904. We are the 904 now. Being a part of that event,
and part of the community.
Yeah, being part of the community. And also like having the 904 now at places that they wouldn't have seen the 904 now ever at. Because coming in January, I'm gonna be in the media center at Daytona International Speedway for the 24 Hours of Daytona.
Congratulations on getting your press pass.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that's just the start of something wonderful for you and the 904.
I know,
now.
definitely, because seeing like people like that want to watch the video about like let's say a Max Verstappen interview. If somehow Max Verstappen, 4-time world champion, is at Daytona, and if I get him on for a 2-minute interview, sure. that shows like the 904 now is here. And I am not scared. And 904 now is not scared to interview the world's greatest driver right now.
And I think you're going to probably make that happen.
Yeah,
I have faith in you. Also, like to acknowledge another one of our very loyal supporters, Mr. Air Force himself, Bobby Giles.
Yeah,
and he's kind of stealthy because we'll be out there doing a walk or a parade of some nature. And then all of a sudden, you look over and there's Bobby
with the little
just waving to you
with the Air Force cap on as well. And so
he's a good man.
Lots of great supporters as well.
Yep.
Barbara Jean, Bobby, Kenny as well.
Yep, Josh.
Josh. We have like a great support here with our fans as well, and so and plus like so, it's really been great being a part of this. Like I agree. It's just been fantastic, and I understood like Pete was going to be busy with the Florida Man games, and when we got that email, I believe it was the Sunday after the Florida Man games this year, that knowing like okay, Pete was planning to wind down the 904 now like in April. That was just devastating. Like to know like that something that Pete helped build up was just going to turn to nothing eventually. Like, and I know nothing lasts forever, but to see like how it went is like, I understood why Pete did it. It's because Florida Man Games is a fantastic opportunity. Florida Man Games, they're working on TV partners. They're working on like building out and like new venues, building out new locations. Like next year he's going to be at the Freedom Factory, hosted by Cletus McFarland, the like one of like the top automotive like racing YouTubers out there. Okay. He does at his facility, so it's going to be a phenomenal time for him and Pete for Pete's like. So
he's done a fabulous job with that.
He's really done a great job with it. So, but my dad and I understood like that we needed the 904 now. Like the St. Johns County community needed the 904 now.
Correct.
So when my dad made the announcement like in April that he was going to purchase 904 now, I knew like that we just got a lucky second life right there. But we just need to keep building on that second life because we know that that my dad's not going to be doing the morning show forever. So, and also it's going to come down to myself or who. Man, I know we got to keep evolving the 904 now
Right.
as well.
There's growth. There's growth in planning, I believe. One thing I know about your father is he doesn't sit still.
No.
He's a big picture guy. But we got writers for that.
Yeah. Jackpot. So
yeah. So, look, it's exciting time for everybody. We're coming into a new year. It's going to be an interesting year coming up. I can guarantee you that. But, the most important thing is to stay safe, healthy.
Yeah,
definitely. Share your kindness with others. And, that's where it really comes down to. We're all on this little rock spinning around together.
I know. It's definitely incredible, Lenny. Like just being here, like I understand like what we have accomplished is just phenomenal. And so
in a short period of time.
I know. I know. My dad and Amanda will continue this conversation, like tomorrow morning, and also when we give out our awards as well, because there's a lot of phenomenal people. There's a lot of phenomenal businesses, phenomenal nonprofits that we're going to give like awards and gratitude for this holiday season.
Well, that just also reflects very nicely on the St. Augustine community. The businesses that we are fortunate to deal with are so upstanding. They're so community oriented. The philanthropies that, we're associated with directly or peripherally are also doing things that need to be done in St. Johns County, in the city of St. Augustine Beach. And, it just keeps things moving forward. And that's what you have to do today is one foot in front of the other, keep moving forward. There will be setbacks. There will be trials. There will be tribulations. But you know what? Growth comes by going through it and moving forward. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. As I say, just keep plugging away. And, if it's something bad, that will pass. And if it's something great, embrace it, cherish it, and share it if you can. So that's it. And, we will be back live on January 5th on both the morning show, the Stoidum, and us at Bollocks this evening.
Yeah. So we have a lot of we have 8 best ofs coming to you in the next 2 weeks. Most of them are great interviews as well. Lenny, was there a particular moment on Bollocks this evening that I'm missing that should be on the best ofs because I have?
Well, I know you have Oscar. And that was one of the most interesting, heartfelt, and open interviews we had. Our friend Oscar is a Vietnam vet. He started serving as a very young man. His honesty about what he got into over there without, he got into the middle of a freaking war. And his candor about how it affected him and others. And the man's together. If you didn't see that live, look for it in the best of this week. It is a very moving interview. It is very insightful. And his honesty and his candor, as I said, is really just wonderful. If you don't well up on that one, I don't know if you will well up on anything outside of the end of Bambi. Old Yeller.
So that was a really great interview with Oscar as well. We also, I believe, we also have our 2 wine tastings with Irving as well. Yeah, so
I'm looking forward to him coming back.
Yeah, so I believe the first one's dropping. The first one is the first wine tasting we did back in May is going to be releasing on Christmas Eve. Then also the second wine tasting that he did back in November will be releasing on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
So it's a very fitting wine holiday.
Get some ideas, and I am hoping that Irving will come back 6 or 7 times in the upcoming year to share his absolute expertise in wine and wine knowledge. And next time when he comes back, I think I want to get into a little bit more of food and wine pairing with him because that's something that I really enjoy and excel at.
Definitely. We definitely got to get Irving back on here. And also on Christmas Day, one of my personal favorites. Like a lot of person that expresses a lot of gratitude was Kevin Bernardo's Bernardo
Sure.
Circus. That's going to be released on Christmas Day, and actually the circus starts today.
And we will be there on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
We've got tickets for the circus on Saturday.
Nice.
This will be about the 4th time we've gone to the circus. I told the story when Kevin was here. I met him at the St. Augustine Amphitheater Farmers Market.
Mhm.
The year that he was starting to promote the circus here, he came for a couple of 3 Saturdays beforehand, and I just started a conversation with him, or he with I, and we became friendly. And this is a man. This is just an example of, if you have a dream and you have some effort, you can accomplish your dreams and your goals, because this man started his own, as he calls it, the little circus that could. And he's now up to 2 troops. He's got a West Coast division and an East Coast division. It is a phenomenal circus. Talented acrobats, clowns, jugglers, performers. It's an international troupe. It'll be playing through, I think, just the beginning of the year. The big tent will be going up. If it's not up already, it'll be up tomorrow for the parking lot of the St. Augustine Amphitheater at the AMP. And if you haven't gotten your tickets, I recommend that you do and enjoy it. It really is. It's a good, fun time. One of my favorite family photos is Julie and I with the entire troupe taken on our first trip to that circus. And it was really fun. And Kevin, I can't speak highly enough about the product you put out there, your effort into making this a reality, and how much joy you bring to the entire community when you are in town.
All right, Lenny.
I think that about wraps us up. We're gonna sneak out of here a couple minutes early.
Yeah, indeed, Lenny. You got to get some early.
I gotta go home and go to bed.
I know.
I gotta wake up before the sun. What am I, a farmer?
Welcome to my world, Lenny.
Well, you're young. You're youthful. I'm old.
True-ish.
Oldish.
All right, everyone. We really do appreciate you watching Bollocks this evening, tonight, and throughout 2025 as well. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you to my father that should be here right now, but
he's out having fun tonight. He left us do the heavy lifting for the last show of the year.
Yes. He's definitely having fun.
Good, as he should. He works hard, that man, in his 137 jobs.
Yeah, thank you. And Lenny did mention that we did have some sponsorship opportunities available as well. So if you do want to help support the 904 Now, if you want to help out the storyline, if you want to help out Bollocks this evening, we do have a slot available for Karen Zander's new show, the returning show, I should say, the Seancing Chronicles. And if you want to help support my programming at the 904 Now at the 24 coming in January, you can always contact me at blake904now@gmail.com. Lenny?
And I know to hit that red button, but I'm not doing it yet. I still got a couple more minutes.
I know.
But Bobby clarified that the circus starts today and runs through January 4th. So that gives you an opportunity. In a couple of days, there's 2 shows a day, some of the days. You can't miss it. If you go to the AMP and if you go to the farmer's market this weekend, you will see that big red and white tent there. It's a beautiful event. But all I do is I want to wish each and every one of our viewers and listeners, our sponsors, our friends, peace, health, safety, and above all, happiness.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Really appreciate it. It's Forrest Gump Wave on me.
And I'm pushing the red button.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.